We're going to play with images in this file. What I've done is found some images online for a jab012, for a jab012, for toves and a vorpal sword. The jab012 I've left pretty much as a full-size picture, but the jab012, toves and vorpal I've shrunk down using Fireworks, Adobe Fireworks, to be 100 pixels wide and 100 pixels deep. So these are small images, whereas the jab012 is a large image. And what I want to do is put the jab012 on the page, in the background of the page, but I want these smaller images just to be sort of in the particular paragraphs. So that's the theory. So let's see if we can do that in styles. So going back to the styles, actually the page is called the body. So if we have a look at jab012, everything between body and end body is the page, and I want to have a background image that is in the body of the page. Now it's not like putting an image on a page, this is the background of the page. So let me take you and show you what I mean. So if I go back to styles, if I decide to style up the body, now remember when I did it before, I styled up the heading 1, I styled up the paragraph because they were elements. These weren't elements, these were IDs. Okay, they identified the paragraphs. So I actually need to style an element, the body element. Now, if you've saved the files in the same folder as styles.css and jab012.html, there's no problem. If you haven't, I suggest you do, otherwise you'll have rather a lot to write here. So it makes it easier. So I'm going to say that the background image, and we can see it there, background image. And now I need to talk to a file, and that is called a URL. You will learn a lot about that later in your computer science career, but URL is basically this here: file, C, examp, htdocs, jab012.html. It's just saying that is a file like jab012.html. So I need to give it the file name of what it is, and it is jab012.png. And again, I need to finish off my line with a semicolon. Now it's not that simple just to put an image in. I've not put an image in, I've put a background wallpaper on. So let me save my program and show you what's happened. There you go. Put a background wallpaper on. It's starting on the left and it's continuing to the right. And if my page was any deeper, if I got more lines, I would probably see another 2 images below it, and I don't particularly want that. I just want the one image of the jab012 slap bang in the center. So I have to give it instructions to do that. So because we're talking to the background. Now if I look down here, we've got something called background repeat, and that's what I want. This is repeating, and I want to say I don't want it to repeat at all. So I want no repeat. Okay, and if I save that and refresh, there you go. I've got rid of the repetition. I've only got the one image, but really I want him in the middle. I don't want him on the left hand side. So I can do that again with background position, and I want that in the center. And again, this is American spelling. Okay, it does pop up here, center, and that should have made my picture go into the centre, and it's in the centre of the page, so we lose the top. But I'm okay with that. I can handle that. It's really much where I want it. If I do need to, I can change the margins of the page to make this appear right in the centre, but that's good for me now. So that's how to put a background image on. The next thing I want to do is put those smaller images, one for each one of these. So in this one I want the toves, because this is talking about toves. In this one I want the jub bird, because that's where I put the jub, and in this one I want the vorpal sword. So we'll do that, and we'll put those images on next.